YouTube, this is DIY with Donna, and today I wanted to take a look at what material I should use to make some valances for the windows. I have a choice between plywood like this or foam board like this. So usually when I do my comparisons, I have a list, and I think what I'm going to compare is the cost, the workability of the material, and then the appearance of what it's going to look like when I'm finished. So I'm going to base the cost on a window that has a width of 48 inches. So I can buy plywood 4 feet by 8 feet for between $7 to $10. I can purchase foam board for $1 for 20 by 30 inches. So for this project, I would probably need two boards. So that would be $2 because I can get them at the dollar store for $1 each. So the next area would be the workability of the material. The plywood is a little bit heavier than the foam board, and so I think I want to go with something a little bit lighter, but if you want to use something heavier, that's fine. Also, the designability. I'm looking at making a valance with some U-shaped curves at the bottom. And I think it's going to be a lot easier to cut this foam board with a box cutter as opposed to cutting the plywood with a saw or an electric saw. The appearance of the two types of board, with the plywood, I'm going to need additional batting to kind of soften this wood. So that's going to be an additional cost. I'm probably going to have to use some of this batting with the plywood in order to make it soft enough to put my material around. With the foam board, I don't think I'll need that. So the appearance of both would probably look fine. So again, I'm comparing what material to use for a window valance, the foam board or the plywood. And I think I'm going to go with the foam board because it's cheaper. The weight of the board is a lot lighter, and that I think is an advantage. And the ability to design different shapes besides a rectangle is a lot easier using a box cutter as opposed to a saw or an electric saw. So with designability, appearance, and cost, for me, comparing the two, I would go with the foam board. Thanks. And here's my valance made out of foam board. I'm happy with it, and I think it came out pretty good. This is DIY with Donna. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave your comment. Tell me what you think. If you've used plywood or any other type of board, tell me what advantages that you've seen using that type of material to create a window valance. Thanks. See you next time.